what do you guys think the gray aliens are? Because that's
Oh, that's a good question.
What do you mean, great aliens?
like the typical like the
grays.
So
The
like
grays.
the
Oh,
big
the
head.
gray. I think you said
Yeah.
great.
I mean, the Greys. That's a good question. So
Because that definitely started
They're-
like, with
'cause-
Roswell, right?
Yeah.
Well, no,
Like,
I
that was
was-
the
the
first,
Greys
like,
are
case.
usually like the short, skinny, your typical alien that you
I mean, because
see.
the typical alien
Big eyes guy.
abduction involves
What a great
that
alien. Yeah.
species,
yeah,
and it's hard for me to imagine those being fallen angels. You know, because it's just like
Yeah.
we talks about fallen or angels in general, are they look like men,
Yeah.
and so I guess that's
They
where I
could
get a
be
little.
some kind of. I mean, that like I said earlier, we have two kingdoms, right? You have the kingdom of heaven, and you have a hierarchy of creatures that God is, you know, in control of and is part of God's family. And then you have the kingdom of darkness, and we know that they pervert a lot of things and they corrupt
Yeah.
a lot of things. So, you know, we talked about a lot of the alternate history in our show that they've corrupted all kinds of animals, and I think that was the biggest part of the flood story that I wasn't told, and most Christians weren't told, is that it's kind of like genetic lottery happening, and they were inventing ways to sin. Like, let's take this thing and put it on this thing. Let's just F this thing up as much as we can down here.
Yeah, I have an idea.
Like
Let's go for
hamsters.
this. Yeah.
Hamsters,
Exactly.
Those can't be made from God. They're weird.
And toddlers.
No, it's like
Whoa.
the platypus.
Yeah, the platypus.
It's
Is
a
it a
duck.
duck?
We don't know.
Is it a beaver? No one has any idea.
But so to answer the great question, so we know, you know, that Satan and his kingdom of darkness is just good at screwing things up. So I'm sure they can come up with ways to take this, take that,
Yeah.
and create this thing that could. It sounds like the Greys from the people we've interviewed, and all we can go off of is what we've heard on our show. They sort of carry out a task. They show up to do something. They're not evil in the sense that they don't frighten people half to death. They're not scary. They don't say things. They're very calm. They're kind of cold to the touch. They're kind of like little machines.
A little worker
Could you
bees.
say that like
But they're
again
fleshly.
we're making a bigger spider web here
Right.
of,
Yeah.
Yeah,
of things.
it's just what we do.
But do you think that this is going to get crazy? Do you think that AI is this artificial intelligence is this? Because in the Book of Enoch it talks about the fallen angels presenting knowledge to man.
Right.
Could it be that of AI being?
Could they
this-
use that
this-
as the instrument to manipulate humanity?
and or create this? We sound like psychos. I don't care.
No, we're asking questions.
I know, but I'm
You're
like,
good. You're good.
but I believe these
Yeah, I know
questions. Could these fallen angels create machinery? Because
Using AI.
using AI, like an artificial intelligence, to where cold to the touch, they don't have souls. They're
Right.
just
empty vessels.
empty
if you will.
vessels. I don't know.